There was a young woman in Hyderabad. She was a television anchor. One day, from her fifth floor balcony, she just jumped out and killed herself. She left a note in her house, "No one is responsible for my death, my brain is my enemy." To give you this brain, it took millions of years of research and development. You can just dismiss it with one word, evolution, but it is millions of years of research and development, isn't it? So much has happened. Wrong things have been done by nature and again corrected, so much has happened to get you to this place, and now your brain is your enemy. Look at this. This is the tragedy, that the best things that you have, you turn against you. Once your intelligence turns against you, no god or devil can save you. That's the end of it.
How does this happen? How does our greatest asset, our own intelligence, turn against us? Sadhguru says the problem starts with a paradox. We are all asking for a sharp instrument or a sharp mind, but we forget the first rule of any sharp instrument.
And if I ask you a simple question, all of you, would you like a sharp mind or a blunt mind? Whatever you say, yes, no, silence, I'll bless you. You want a sharp mind. Once we give you an instrument which is very sharp, you must know how to hold it. Why we don't give a sharp knife to a child's hand? Not because a knife is dangerous. Never has it happened, a knife jumped and stabbed somebody. Did it ever happen? It is only the hand which handles it, whether this knife can be used to save a life or take a life, is determined by who is holding it, right? So the same thing goes for your mind. If you have a very sharp knife in your hand and you are a little la 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 kind, intestines will come out. Why? Because if I give you a knife, first thing you should know which is blade, which is handle. If you hold the wrong end, tighter you hold, more it'll hurt.
So we're holding the knife by the blade. But that's actually only half of the problem. If holding it wrong is the what, the next part is the why. Sadhguru says we've been given a powerful tool, but no manual, or we don't know how to access the manual. No keyboard for our own mind.
Where is the problem? The problem is just this. We have given you, we means nature has given you a very sophisticated computer out here, but you don't know where the keyboard is. So you keep knocking yourself like this, like this, like that, something works. Many times these days all the young people have this habit of keeping their smartphone in their hip pocket, and whenever they sit, it calls somebody. Okay? Bum touch, not if you keep it here, it calls somebody. Will it call who you want? No, if you want to call who you want, you have to do the right thing. So right now, this is all that's happening with one's mind.
And this bum touch, for the mind, he says, is what creates our suffering. Doing random things, clicking random buttons. We aren't suffering life itself, but our own faculties.
See, what is it people suffer? Just look at this. What happened 10 years ago, they still suffer. What may happen day after tomorrow, they already suffer. Yes?
Yeah.
They're not suffering life. They're suffering two most fantastic faculties of being human. That is, we have a vivid sense of memory which makes our life rich, and we have a fantastic sense of imagination which allows us to create so many things in the world. These are the two things they're suffering. If they had the brain of an earthworm, they would all be peaceful.
So if the problem is a sharp knife we can't control, how do we find the handle? How do we know? How do we find the keyboard?
So, how do we handle this? The first and foremost thing is, if you sit here, you become conscious, your body is here, your mind is there, what is you is a little away, little space. Once there is a little space between you and your physical realities and your psychological realities, this is the end of suffering, because there are only two kinds of sufferings in your life, physical suffering and mental suffering. Little distance, suddenly, they are not a problem.
The solution, Sadhguru says, is a single powerful concept: distance. Sadhguru gives one final perfect analogy to make this distance feel real and possible for us. The difference between being a part of the problem and being a part of the solution, which also means being above the mind.
Suppose you're going to the airport, you're in a rush, but there's a traffic jam. Now, this traffic jam causes so much suffering. Then somehow you got there, got into the plane and your plane took off. Then you look down, traffic jams look so pretty, red lights and white lights, you know. Have you seen them from the airplane? How pretty they are, but when you're in it… So this is all, your whole mental turmoil, when you're in it, it's like that. If you're a little above it, you know the nature of your mind. Dealing with it is very simple.
The brain is not the enemy. A mishandled brain is. The woman in Hyderabad was tragically trapped in the traffic jam of the mind, of the thoughts. The path to inner engineering, as Sadhguru calls it, is the path to getting in the airplane. It's the art of creating that space, of learning finally how to hold the knife by the handle.
Instead of realizing the magic or the miracle of this mind, you are making your mind into a misery manufacturing machine. All the misery, human misery on this planet, where is the manufacturing unit? In your mind.
Amidst a rising tide of mental health challenges, the Miracle of Mind app is the latest offering by Sadhguru to empower you. Take charge of your mental well-being by investing 7 minutes at a time. Miracle of Mind is a global movement which is transforming families, workplaces, and society through the powerful tool of meditation. Are you ready to be part of it? To begin, click the link in the description below. It doesn't matter how much success you have in the world, it doesn't matter how much people love you, you can still have an experience of feeling stuck, feeling alone, or feeling depressive even. And therefore, this video is all about giving you hope that this is possible for you. And I truly hope that you are taking this away from this video. If you feel stuck, if you need someone to talk to, please share your story in the comments down below. Please also share your transformations with us, because sometimes we get caught up, and this happens to me as well, with thinking about how bad things are right now, or wondering why things aren't the way that we thought they would be. But the idea is to come together and to remind each other how good things are, and the things that we have which we could have never imagined that we would have one day. If it's your loved ones being around you, or your pet, if it's having electricity or access to nature, if it's seeing the sun and feeling the rays of the sun on your skin, if it's just experiencing a fresh breath of air and appreciating that your lungs are still functioning, your heart is still beating, you can still speak the language that you know, you still have memory of the people that are around you, supporting you in whichever way they can. There's so many things that I feel that we sometimes forget to be grateful for and to remind ourselves. So I hope that this helps you. If it does, again, I'm in the comments, always looking forward to have this conversation, and I'll see you in the next video.